All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the Brooklyn Tea Party meeting for our May 24th meeting, 2026. I just want to go over a couple quick things with the Brooklyn Tea Party. Just a couple things going on in the news, so to speak. As we all know, we have our wonderful mayor. I speak with a facetiousness about that. He is trying to transform our real estate and everything. For example, I'm running for the state assembly myself in Kensington, Brooklyn area, for those watching on YouTube, and the also Park Slope and Windsor Terrace and parts of Parkville and parts of Borough Park. He is proposing a new building zone changing for Coney Island Avenue and also McDonald Avenue and the surrounding blocks. Now, what does that mean, surrounding blocks? It means residential blocks. That means pretty soon we're going to see tall buildings in the middle of your block, perhaps. That's a possibility since they're changing the zoning laws. And apparently people voted for this on a ballot proposal, perhaps. That is why votes has consequences. Your votes have consequences. Don't be an uninformed voter. Know what's going on with your city and with your candidates, because you might be voting against your interest. The beauty of Kensington, where I live, has tree-lined streets with nice old homes basically built in 1900s, early 1900s, late 1890s on some of them. You're going to change the whole look, and that's what they want. They have a religion, the left. It's not being Catholic, it's not being Muslim, it's nothing to do with that. Their religion is the Green New Deal, environmentalism, which is really code word for what, ladies and gentlemen? Communism. That's what it's really about. It's about transforming the economic system of New York State and their vision of America. Because at the end of the day, they want to transform us into a socialistic and communistic country. And they hate cars. They hate it so much. Now we have a lot of our immigrant population that drives cabs and Ubers and what have you. And, you know, people need to park, right? Now all these new buildings, will they have proposals to say that they could park in, you know, that there's going to be building garages underneath these buildings so there could be more spaces? No, of course not. They hate cars. That's why everywhere you see city bikes everywhere. They don't just put them on the sidewalks where it makes maybe sense there, near a park perhaps, where you have room. They want to put it on street corners. Well, the street corner name Desire is that they desire to take away parking spots. And that is what they're trying to do, and that is what they're going to do. Because there's legislation, I'm sure it's probably passed by now, called daylighting. You've seen some of this in Bay Ridge and other parts, also in Kensington, I've seen it, where the sidewalks expand all of a sudden. It's like the Straits of Hormuz, right? It's getting thinner and thinner, you know, you've got to go through that small little narrow passageway. When you're trying to make a turn, well, a car in front of you is trying to make a left turn and you're behind them, now you want to go around them, now you're going on a sidewalk with the person standing there. Their objective is to screw with the driver because they don't like cars. They're taking all these, the new garbage trucks are coming. The new garbage trucks are coming in next year. They cost about $1 million to buy, and these are going in front of apartment buildings. They're side-loading garbage trucks. They're going to side-load, and where's those bins going to be? Those bins are going to be in the street where more parking spots are gone. You're going to have this ugly-looking, pottish-looking bins in the street now. So good luck in moving day if you need to hold the spot to get that moving truck there. Good luck on that because you're going to have this horrible-looking thing there. They're also putting bike shelters that they're going to spend millions of dollars on.
saw that.
These
Yeah.
ugly looking little shed looking things that will be also deposited on street corners. Now what the thing with daylighting is they want to do it all 5 boroughs. It's going to be $2 billion plan. Every block in the city and all the 5 boroughs will have the little expanded thing where they'll throw a flower pot there, whatever they need to do, because they claim so people could cross the street safely. No, it's about taking away the parking spots. So now when they have this vision, the city of yes and all that, they're gonna make sure you have more high rises, but more people on top of each other. What, no one drives? So they're making sure that we are driving the drivers out. That's why they have these congestion pricing. Now the thing is, congestion pricing, who cares? It's only in Manhattan. No, it begins in Manhattan and will spread throughout the 5 boroughs. Give them time. And when you do that, is because you keep voting for the Democrat Party. You keep voting for the people that keep on putting these insane laws into place. So we need to stop that. And we need to stop that by electing good candidates to run for public office. Like our guest speaker here tonight, Tom Stanton. Tom's running in the 26th State Senate District, correct? Yep. 26th State Senate District. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our guest speaker.
That's what I was going to say a few words.
We're going to do that in a second. Just kind of do it that. Thank you.
I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. This is true. These streets are being blocked. They done it on Court Street, and they're already looking to do it in Bay Ridge on 65th Street, all the way to 86th Street on 3rd Avenue. And if you want to see the proof of that, go by the towers on 65th Street. They already put the big stones out there. They're pushing out the sidewalk just like Glenn says, and thank you, Glenn, for mentioning all this stuff. It's terrible. And what they're going to do, and I'm afraid, and this is what's going to be happening in our future over here, they want to take that 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge and make it a one-way street, all the way down, I think, and they want to put a bike lane. I don't buy it. I think, I heard our community board and other leaders are against it, but I don't buy it. After elections, they're going to push this through and we're going to have a different city. I want to thank our friends, essential workers, community leaders, small business owners, teachers, veterans, and first responders, and the hardworking people of Brooklyn for having me here tonight. My name is Tom Stanten. I'm running for state senate because I'm focused on our community. I served in the United States Navy. I'm a retired NYPD detective, also a canine bomb handler, and also a small business owner in the Sunset Park area, South Slope. These experiences taught me something important. Strong communities are built by all of us working together. And what I want to share here is a lot of people today are struggling on the rising costs in our neighborhoods. People are wondering if they can still even afford to live in our neighborhoods. Older adults are worried about safety and affordability. Parents are fighting for schools and better opportunities for their children. Every morning, hardworking commuters are dealing with delays and breakdowns on our public highway and transportation systems. We need leadership that is focused on our quality of life issues. We need to focus on public transportation, streets, highways, infrastructure, and safe bike lanes. Together, we want our community to be affordable. We don't want to be overtaxed. Our small businesses are crushed by fines and rising costs. We also need to invest in our roads, sewers, parks, schools, and public spaces. We must support our schools, and every child deserves access to a quality education. We need classrooms focused on achievement, safety and discipline, and preparing our children for success. This campaign is not about political theater, because I believe in our community, I believe in our neighbors, And I also believe in strong schools and safer neighborhoods. And also, I believe in the people of Brooklyn. We can all do this together. And I want to thank everyone for being here. And God bless New York State. And God bless America. Thank you. These policies I'm sharing, and I'm going to be building upon them and getting this stronger for our communities. Our concerns that Glenn have brought up, they're gonna change our area, and we gotta fight and vote in the right people that's gonna understand everybody in the community, everybody's religion, everybody's way of living, because they want to bring these laws from upstate down here, and they don't even have our life experience. And also, I wanted to also share, I know everybody's fighting about immigration and different things. I want to work for the community. I want to stand up for everybody in this community. It doesn't make a difference what party you belong to. I want to be here for you guys. And that's what's important. And each and every one needs help. Does anybody have any questions?
I do, Tom.
Yes.
You're so good looking.
Thank you.
How are you looking? No, but Tom, I agree with everything you said. I mean, just the way we consider our traffic and our policies on immigration and schools, especially schools, how our children are failing. But our party has an issue that we're not sticking together.
Mm-hmm.
We are supporting Democrats.
Yes.
We are not. We are fighting with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Your stance is that either you're Republican or Democrat, and I heard you
Yes.
said you want to support both of us, but do you agree that the Republican Party should even support any Democrats whatsoever?
I know, it's hard, and it's hard starting with the infighting within parties, and as well as dealing with the other party. It has to come down to common sense and to being a center person. As being a retired detective, being in the military, I was trained not to take sides, not to take political views when I had to handle people. And I want to make sure that I do stand up. There's some issues on the left, there's some issues on the right that we can all come together. Common sense and center, but it can't be way over here on the socialist side. And I'm here, and I want to be the voice that starts bringing change, more togetherness. Not people saying, well, I'm not going to vote on this side because I totally refuse. It's about the character of the person. It's the character of the community as well.
Yeah, Tom, I think it has a lot to do with like you said, common sense issues where you could put both sides together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Democrats, last time I heard, they own homes too, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they want to spend thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars like I'm going to have to do when I have a new tenant, because I have a 3-family house. Apparently, I'm an apartment building, even though it's a house with a triangle type roof and like a pyramid style roof. It's a house, but they think I'm a building, and they think 3-family is enough. We have to do lead paint inspection, even though there's no children living in there, and the house is built in 1903. Of course, there's lead buried within the walls, but they get that scanner 5/8 within the wall of the sheetrock, and they say, oh, there's lead paint within the walls, because on Super Bowl Sunday, someone's going to be ripping off that paint chips and dipping it into the dip for paint chips. Apparently, people are going to eat paint chips, right? They're going to eat the wall. So because of that, they quoted me, and I said, well, if you want to remove the lead, I said, no, I don't, but okay. Upon turnover, they claim, $60,000. I'm going to pay $60,000. Are they crazy? Let's just say no one's ever moving from